Abobana bakhumbulisa injala. Yeah, abobana bakhumbulisa injala.
Hey yo, welcome to the Qube Radio Online. And right now, you are tuned into the This is for the Culture.
Do it for the culture. They gon' fight like.
Yo, it's Qube Radio Bafethu. Once again, it's your boy, Easy Mother M. Mother F and M. Bafethu, this is the first production of what do I call this? Wait, let me first introduce my niggas. You know, as much as I'd like this to be my show, it's not my show. It's no small 3 Yo, man, I couldn't do.
It's alright.
Young intro nyana for the people.
Yo, it's young Mac, young Senior Mac Escobar, you feel me? Just doing the damn thing for the culture, actually.
For the culture.
You know. You already know.
So, Twitter and Facebook, you're not there, my dog?
You know, I'm kind of a shadow, I'm kind of an enigma.
You're a shadow.
Facebook, Mac Escobar. Instagram, Nightmares and Narcs, you feel me? Yeah.
And then Chronic, yo, that's a dope name. I always say this guy is a fucking dope name. Chronic. How's it doing?
I'm cool with this. I go by the name of Chronic, and yeah, this is for the culture.
For the culture.
The underground hip hop.
Just tell us about the name first of the show. For the culture. Why for the culture? Which culture are we creating
can you take that, Donna? Please take that.
You want me to take that?
Yeah.
Okay, first, the inspiration came from Migos, obviously. Heard it from the song T-shirt, but then, basically the meaning behind the name is, we're kind of doing it for, the underground culture, not, the people who don't really get a voice, you feel me? The ones who are grinding, but then they don't get their shine, so that's the culture.
They don't get radio plays and all that.
No radio play, no, thank you, no music
so basically
videos.
it's like the culture of putting product out.
Yes, exactly.
To promote the underground stuff. Yeah, want it to be heard.
And that was Fizzo, Bafethu. Fizzo, please introduce yourself.
What's up, with your boy Fizzo? Let me fix the mic. I'll go by the name Fizzo. Soda pop.
Sure. What an intro. You know, he's the first guest of the show. So how does that feel?
Nice. I actually feels good because I actually came with headphones just to make sure that headphones are there if they need it. You understand? So, because wherever the music is, you need to have something that plays.
But just like you said, you fixed the mic, not the earphones. It's not about the earphones, it's about the mic.
I'm audible though. Might sound good.
Trying to chime the ladies with the voice.
Listening.
Yeah. Let's just play a quick track and then we'll be back with the interview with Fizzo Bafethu to get to know the rapper. Easy.
Nice.
Sure.
Hey yo, welcome to the Qube Radio Online. And right now, you are tuned into the This is for the Culture.
Do it for the culture. They gon' fight like
You.
A little different now and changed much, just conscious of the spiritual. If it's all for a reason, tell me what you see. Not just reflecting your mind, tell me, do you believe? Do you love it, do you live it, or do you just dream? See yourself inside the image that could hit the screen. And when I make it, am I famous or just good enough? Or is my purpose to be greater than I see through self? Need some gimmick, need some weed, need my baby's lunch. By the time that she start talking, dog, I need to buzz. And by the time that she start walking, dog, I need a Benz just to drive and see the stars in her father's hands. Am I selfish if I want my privacy and peace? Just to open up my soul and burn some sacred things. Just to feel a little different when I'm in my zone. Just to tell you that I'm greater when I'm all alone. But I do this all for you, you will never know. You just gotta let it close, keep it in your mind. Keep it all through time, maybe one day you will see that everything I did just for me to live my dream. Am I bigger than everything that I've ever known? Am I bigger than everything that I feel through soul? Am I seeing too much at such a young age? Am I digressing from my things that's on the page? Am I going somewhere else? Am I leaving Earth? Am I working hard to get whatever I deserve? Am I trying to see what my riches will be worth? Or am I trying to be the worst that's beneath the earth? Am I trying to be the gold? Tell me, do you see? Do you listen to the things that I always speak? Tell me, have you ever known about your true essence? Tell me, can you actually count everyone you blessing? Am I trying to see what my riches will be worth? Or am I trying to be the worst that's beneath the earth? Am I trying to be the gold? Tell me, do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Tell me why it stays here, can't I take it with me? Can't I get to the place so you show you gifting? Can I not tell you that my mind is fucking shifting? Can you not listen close to me when thinking?
For the culture, for the culture, still your boy Easy M alongside Mac in the Chronic. We've got the first guest to Fizzo the rapper. Tell us about the name Fizzo. Like Fizz, is it Fizz Ho or Fizzo? Because people get confused.
Because what happened is I've been pushing music for about since 5th grade. I can't really remember what year. Basically before trap.
Sure.
So what happened is at some point when I actually started doing performances around Pretoria and actually getting audiences, there was another artist who was also at the same level. His real name was Farai, which is my birth name as well. We also happened to share the same name, Fizzo, which was F-I-Z-Z-O. So I had to find a way that I can still promote my name but not have somebody else getting something from my name.
Yeah.
And it also happened to be that I was known as that guy that if there's a video shoot, you allege Fizzo for girls. So it just eventually, it just, matched. It made sense.
So you just added the whole.
Yeah, I just
creativity at its best.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the niggas have like questions for you, of course.
Quite a few. I'll go first. I'd like to know when and how the passion for rap started.
How it started?
Yeah, when it all started.
Okay, this, it's something, it still feels like yesterday, even though when I look back at it, I see myself as a small kid.
Yeah.
What happened is, in 5th grade, during the times where Eminem and remember there was this time where any CD with music videos you buy on the street has the same videos. Yeah, I got one of those, so I was listening to it, and I was a kid back home, like I think I remember how old I was, so I would learn the lyrics, and eventually I knew how to. Once you know how to go on top of somebody else's lyrics, you learn something about what to do. So that's when I realized that I need to start writing my own music so I can hear what I sound like on stuff I thought about. That's when I started writing music. But then, before the music, I first did poetry.
Yeah, so you're a poet.
Yeah, I did poetry, and I actually won. I was in Austin primary school. That's where I did my Austin, my primary school. So I won a those competitions where everything is just taking place, everything is happening. So I won, came out first place, but no kids. So all we got was the small skateboard and stuff. It wasn't really a musical
competition.
Yeah,
sure.
So I got that, and then from then on, went on to using headphones to make my own music. Cause when you're still a kid, it's really hard to say I'm going out to push, because you can't. You have to be home at 6. You can't really do much. So I had headphones, a computer, I started learning how to use softwares and whatnot, making my own music. Eventually put it out and it just made means to perform. And then I started performing.
You still remember that first poem that won you? The one
Yeah, I don't remember it, and I actually recorded it some time back, but then I haven't put it out because I wanna get everything done before I actually start putting things out. But then I am working on videos that will be out soon.
Okay, cool. Thanks, well. So, what did anyone who influences you right now at the moment? Any influences?
Right now,
Yeah.
Okay, if we look local, the one person that actually has begun to influence me in a way is Casper. This happened after I met him for the first time when I got his album and his album launch. So that's when I actually met him for the first time. Off screen, somebody is different. You now get to hear what they have to say apart from the lyrics that everybody hear. So that's when I actually realized that this is someone who you can look up to past the whole idea of being an artist, because his mentality is actually something you need backing you out, understand? So I look up to him.
Think you share some type of similarities with him, maybe?
Yeah, in a way, I think that's why maybe I look up to him, because when you listen to someone's music, you get to hear what they've been through, how they did things, how they came up. And at some point, you're able to relate, and it will make you feel like if you were to write the same song, you'd say the same things.
I get you. Yo, Mac.
Yo, I have some question. Like, I'd like to know, what are you working on currently, or what do you have out?
What do I have out? I have a single I'm pushing called Rock Wave. It was launched about 3 times so far. The first time the launch didn't go so well. It was my launch and Hades performance at the same time. So you already know these are different levels we're talking about. So
when was this?
About on the 16th of June.
Oh, so it's recent.
16th June, yeah. But then from then on, I went on to what I'm promoting is a Rock Wave tour. It's a song, but then I'm having a Rock Wave tour. What I do is it's any movement I make that involves, doesn't have to be performances. It might be me going to drop the song in the record label, me going to put a press release in the paper. Any movement that I make that has to do with the song is
But I feel like you're rubbing shoulders with the right people, If you go Aries in there, they must be doing something good.
But then I'm not really rushing into the idea of getting a record label or anything. What I just need is people who come and say, okay, I can do this. If you can do this, deals that don't bind me to anything. That you understand? It's more like a partnership. Like you know how we normally work when you begin hustling, doing something. Mostly, like if you look at photographers, one guy might have maybe the mic, the studio, and everything. One guy has a camera, and then eventually studio mic is now used as a you understand, stuff like that, teamwork. That's what I.
So you're not signed under any label or anything?
No, it's just my own label that I'm pushing, 6 Million Records.
I like that. I feel like a lot of rappers, upcoming rappers especially, jump to like signing deals and stuff. Like not a lot of people are trying to start their own thing.
I know what I've actually seen when it goes to that is that if you can look now, most artists that we get to meet now, the new artists that are actually making noise are young artists, you understand? So they don't really have that experience in the industry as much as someone who's older. That's what I see influences that part. But then if you could have if you look at the older artists, those that are rushing to get signed are those that have been doing it for a long time and now need results. But then those that have experience in the sense of they still know that there's still time to do this and that are not really rushing to.
And I'm sure there's time galore for you, dog. You look fresh as hell. Dog, the first, please pronounce the first song we played, the name of the song.
The first song.
Old school Ace.
Ooh, the name of the song, yo.
Quintessence.
Or something like that. But
I thought I knew English, but yo, this word
Something else. Quintessence. Yeah, old school Ace.
Old school Ace. That was the first song we played buffet too. We still have Ufizo in the house. There's more coming. Taking a quick ad break. We'll play King X Manje featuring PPZ Bambelela. Yo, these artists are doing good. New artists, songs we're getting are dope. So buffet, it's still for the culture. It's Easy M, alongside the Chronic, the Mac. Mac, you're a bit quiet though.
No. Nah, I'm just chilling. Laid back.
Let's take a quick ad break.
I just took a shot and then photo. Gotta keep it clean with a cocoa. Got you girl screaming like, oh no. Got you girl screaming like,
who hates what I do. Music in my heart, that is all I wanna do. Mommy understands all the things I wanna do. Daddy don't believe there ain't nothing I can do. And promise to my mother one day I'll make it through. Bambelela Antoine, everything will be alright. Oh Bambelela Antoine, Bambelela. Oh Bambelela Antoine, Bambelela. Hey Bambelela, everything will be alright. Oh Bambelela Antoine, Bambelela.
Been rapping ever since 2010. Now I improvise, got the shit running in my bloodstream. Been fighting for my spot in the hood. Been dreaming quiet, trying to dodge a suit and tie. Ain't no mediocre in this shit. Rappers who are older than me know that my rhymes are nerve-wracking. Pure mathematics on these niggas, it's axe, bitch. Uncle told me finish school, I know that you gon' get him what you rap, bitch, boy. Nizo Bambelela, that's why you see me pushing and pushing. Lazy lame ass niggas always say they hustling. Bitch, please, that's an ordinary everyday thing. Niggas some like a comer. Now we ain't stewing, killing sounds, killing rounds. We want them pound. They meditating, we levitating about these fucking lames. Word.
The thing about her who hates what I do. Music in my heart, that is all I wanna do. Mommy understands all the things I wanna do. Daddy don't believe there ain't nothing I can do. And promise to my mother one day I'll make it through. Bambelela Antoine, everything will be alright. Oh Bambelela Antoine, Bambelela. Oh Bambelela Antoine, Bambelela. Hey Bambelela, everything will be alright. Oh Bambelela Antoine, Bambelela.
Man, I'm way above average, tryna get my grind up, cause daddy got no job. When mama heard my first song, she told me to kick my nose to the grindstone, cause one day I'm probably gonna make it through 15 years of living, but I got you feeling like I'm 25. PZ told me nothing lasts forever, all these hardships are just a temporary thing. Pop said I shouldn't rap, I swear that nigga means a lot to me, but pardon me, I'ma do this music shit till the day I go, nigga. He ain't gonna believe till the day I go, nigga. Be my chest stop when I'm on the microphone, nigga. Let it out, I cough it out. And tell me about niggas who hate. I got my squad, we all up in fate. And rappers debate, them niggas are late. Model my lane, but I'm still pushing. Gon' smash every rapper. You niggas phony, keep your fame. You want them stacks, bro. It's your boy X.
The thing about her who hates what I do. Music in my heart, that is all I wanna do. Mommy understands all the things I wanna do. Daddy don't believe there ain't nothing I can do. And promise to my mother one day I'll make it through. Bambelela Antoine, everything will be alright. Oh bambelela ntwana bambelela. Oh bambelela ntwana bambelela. Bambelela, everything will be alright. Oh bambelela ntwana bambelela.
For the culture. Who spelled this? This culture starts with a K.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's
Creativity. Oh,
It
the
makes more
chronic.
sense.
Trying to be original.
Sure.
Okay.
Everything.
So what your friends were thinking, how about we just bring you into the conversation that the topic today. Our topic today is the rap game in SA, basically.
Game.
Yeah, well, how it's changed from, you remember, it's the clap song.
Yeah, from the time it started.
From those times.
It really started, yeah.
So were you listening to hip hop back then?
When it comes to thinking of hip hop back then, I remember when I was like 5 years old. Right then, obviously, okay, I dropped out of daycare. I went once after the whole registration process, and then the next time I went was we had this vacation or something, this school trips. Yeah, that's when I went, and from that dropped out. So I would chill at home the whole day just watching. Back then TV had like Zero. Zero.
Or you played
So they used to play sometimes, yeah. So I used to know all the time when it would play like music videos. So I would watch them there, and then I still remember most of them, but it's a matter of I have to play to sing. The moment I start singing along, then I'll get them. You understand? So I've been listening to South African hip hop since then. And now it's huge, yeah.
It's changed.
It is like the industry has really expanded.
And then to Mad Chronic, what were you guys listening to during a squatter camp? Like those Brown Dash. I don't know if Brown Dash was like a rapper or why he was pretty dope.
I take him as all of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was also listening to such people, Kwaito people who had a flavor of hip hop and rap. You feel me? Because like I felt like hip hop and Kwaito is not that far apart. So back then I was into that. Then people like Squatter Camp, who's this guy? Doomy
came out.
Get you into your
now
deeper hip hop. Sorry to me. Stogie for me got me into hip hop. Like yeah, man.
Yeah, so
That's how I got into hip hop.
I remember listening to Questa for the first time. It was that track Stomp. Was it Stomp? 1, 2, 3, Stomp.
Oh yeah,
that was the first time I listened to Questa, and I was like, oh, this guy has potential for days.
He had
days for days. But that wasn't when hip hop changed. But for me, I feel like when MT came out when Casper came out with Ikusheshe, that's when hip hop actually started in SA. Because from there, a lot of people came up.
Yeah, I think stuff like Gushesha showed like you can actually release a song that is not very rapidy because like the people before that, your AKAs, Questas, they can really rap to back up their songs, but then a person like Casper can release something like Gushesha that is just hypey, a few bars, but then you can still get plays and be recognized.
But who has more bars than Reason?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good question.
I'm so sorry for not mentioning
the time it really caught my attention that Reason can rap was during the I forgot which awards was it, which year. They were explaining the categories. So for each category they had to use Reason to demonstrate. But then he was in amongst the nominations. Wow.
Wow. And he can actually kill the bars. I remember on what's the track, man? Where the video is like black and white. No Sleep. Remember that verse? That verse. It was the verse of the year that year, dog. Where he's like talking about his child and
the child who died.
That
brother,
verse,
something like that.
Something else.
When someone goes sentimental, that's when they
True.
Compare that verse to KO's Rancho's verse.
Ranjosi has skill. It's a matter of skill, because if you look at music, okay, as an artist, it's nice working with folk music, being able to see it in an audio media or whatever. So when you look at it, you're able to see that, okay, here the sound requires this curves and whatnot. So it has those key elements to making playful, catchy.
And the beat was just sick.
Yeah.
The flows, man. The flows are way too much.
Yo, and then Roll Up came.
Oh.
Roll Up. That song, even my granny sings that song. She doesn't even know what weed is, dog. She doesn't even know what that shit is.
Just
She
jams to
sings
it,
that
yeah.
song, dog. Even kids, lighties are singing to that
No,
song.
man. South Africa's first official trap song, apparently.
So
Trap
we-
roll up, roll up.
Yeah, it's a trap song. I mean, personally, I think that's the song like that made it, like that opened doors for a lot of
That made
artists,
people start dancing.
You see, so yeah.
Because ever since we now been dancing, dabbing.
You see, so yeah, that's personally that's the main joint for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
True.
But then what about the remix? I don't think the remix really.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
Yeah, the remix, it was just a big name.
Yeah.
And then
AK's verse, though.
Oh, AKA held it down. You always does.
You know,
always does.
what about he featured AKN who
Wizkid, yeah, he actually came through.
And
Yeah,
was rapping in Vernac.
yeah, but still, like, it actually had some flow to it.
Yeah.
I feel like it was better than Nasty's Juice Back remix. I didn't mess with that. I'm so sorry.
You prefer the original
I
over the...
prefer the original.
I think remixes would be way better if artists stop looking at names and look at
Yeah, that's the thing, because as soon as you see Casper, you're like, it's big. Because even views on YouTube, the remix got more views, way more than the original.
the name.
Yo, Casper.
No, but that's how it works.
We haven't even spoken about Nasty C with it.
Wow.
No, let's get
That's it now. That's
building up to that.
We didn't even talk about OK Malum Cool Cat. That nigga's been in the game since I don't know for how long. He's 30 now.
Damn.
Old. He's old. He's not a new cat. He's old. He's old, but he's been in it.
He's been around, no lie.
But then, I think Gucci Lomukona is pushing.
And his style is different. That's what I talk about.
Yeah, no,
His style is totally different.
Sure, it's very unique.
yeah, there's very different like genres in one album. You see, like that Mlazi Malana.
Yeah, those are dope albums.
Yeah, even before
I've
that.
had a problem with artists like Maluku Cat because I got to know him at the same time as Ricky Rick. So the way I would see them appear on TV, it was I always get to watch the video after the music been put on. I was never really getting all the footage of the video, so it confused me at some point to who is who.
Oh, because of the beard, right? I remember. They looked the same when they first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Malume not fit. Personally, for me,
for me, even me,
he's
dog.
up there. He's
The
up
style
there.
is
No one is like that.
Style.
That guy, he wears a black belt. So with the
Are you
black
talking about
belt.
black belt
Like
like
actual black belt, dog. At the end it says dead. That's okay, Maluku Cat. That's okay, Maluku Cat.
That's changing the game.
Okay, let's talk about style then. Who's the best dressed in the rap game?
I feel like people are gonna shit on me for this, but we have to say that Ricky Rick really. Come on, people. Understand it's
Yeah, it's just good.
but then it's really nice clothes. Understand it's
What's
expensive.
nice about Ricky Rick's dressing is when you see him, you can see this guy got on with a happy smile and he put it on comfortably.
Thank you.
He's comfortable.
Looks very comfortable in his clothes.
Exactly.
Okay, let's say it's cold as fuck and I come out. I'm not wearing a t-shirt. That looks comfortable.
Gucci unbuttoned, torn
I think Kulka takes the
he
cake.
takes the cake. Man.
Yeah, because through his attires and all that, he also promotes local brands.
Yeah, like that dead with the
Those are local brands, so he's Young Tol is promoting the young.
Also, Dead is actually
It's a label.
It's a label.
as in DAD.
Yeah,
full stop.
And it's been also those wasn't it? Oh no, that was Ricky Rick. The whole kid campaign that has involved kids. something singing.
Should have been.
Yeah, I think.
But then there's a lot of artists involved in it.
Yeah, I mean,
And apparently, I've heard you see like you worked or are currently working with Quest and like, captured my attention and young soul. So
Okay, what's happening is there's competition that's taking place. It's called I Am Next. I think I have something that I can use to show you here.
you said it's called?
I Am Next.
Is that Vodacom one?
No, it is. I Am Next. So what happened is you have to buy a Russian bed, go through the registration process and book a session. So I booked the session. I went there, did my bars. They also had beats online, so he said I need to beat you one. And so far, I think I'm the only one who chose the beat I chose. So when they did the set, recorded, and everything is out. The song is out now. It's on. I have next session. Start Russian bed. /B43. That's my link. Yeah. So it's out there. It's actually nice.
We should listen to it.
it'll be out there.
Yeah.
Then you're pushing, dog, for real. You're pushing.
No lie.
I prefer doing so many things at once so that the odds for a big outcome are today at the same time. You understand? So that I can get my phone calling after 15 minutes. I like the idea of that.
So like
All takes work, dog. You have to work. So you're gonna leave us with the young 16.
yeah, that's
Young
the,
16.
that's the,
Yeah.
A farewell, man.
Farewell. Should I start?
Anytime. Mike is yours. Fix it, Mr. Fix it.
Check it, your boy Fizzle, Soda Pop. Am I audible enough? Pop. Check it. Yo. Alright. I'm making moves and living question marks. They hide a bit too loud, so I'm skyscraping around the silver line. Can't compare your hardest to my soft shit. Strapped like an underwear, I cook it up. Getting leveled on my own supply. I'm caught up in the matrix. It's fuck what they see. I hold my own. Shake a little, pop for the team. Like rooftop and sky standards. I run on my own, cause I leave you niggas looking all exhausted. Under mad pressure, I'm cold soda pop. A deadly agent stare like David Gennaro. I'm the king, but I'm trapped, locked up in a winner's cage. The booth my playground, where I spend most days. I'm a cold dude, got titanium heart. Can nuke this shit with laser guided darts. This dude's faking. I'm avoiding all my exes as if they were, you know what I mean?
That was nice.
That was nice, dog. No wonder you're doing such big things, my guy.
Makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yo, it was speechless. Niggas are speechless. Like, I don't know what to say.
We should get another one.
For sure. Please. For sure.
You see, I crave success. I love the way it tastes. I've been the only outsider, none of them relate. My dinner plate, old beef, but the chef is great. They try to keep the score square, but they out of shape. They never seen hard work, so I did it for them. I used to save for rainy days, and now I'm in the storm. To me, an hour's like a second, now a minute's gone. It's all about the legacy, like you, Jason Bourne.
Damn it.
I was born for this. I do this for the long stretch, like contortionists. Yeah, so I'm here trying to represent all the years of my life, the best I ever spent.
Yo, dog, don't stop you now. Don't stop you now.
Don't kill him too much, man. Don't kill him. Don't hurt him.
Dog, you're dope. I won't lie to you, my guy. You're dope. You're dope.
Nice, man.
And I'm sure you have diamonds waiting for you over the horizon, my guy.
No lie.
You know, it also needs that extra effort to reach out for what you want.
Yeah. So like,
here's a platform, dog. That's all we can give you, a platform, and then you just do you.
That's it.
And was nice having you on the show. You know, Chronic, Mac,
Easy, Mac, easy.
Signing out,
Shout out.
where can they get you, dog? And please drop the link again for the Russian beer.
The link again, okay. You can get me. It's at Fizzo, FIZZHOE at Fizzo on all social media. And the link is available on I am next sessions /sessions/343. But you can also get it on all my bios and all my social media.
That's where people can get you. And then the ladies.
The ladies. Email me for bookings. FizzoRaps@gmail.com.
Yeah, it was nice having you now.
No, the first fucking guest on the show, dog. You're killed.
That should be an honor.
It is actually an honor, so I'm actually gonna put it as something big on my profile and make sure I push it just as hard as I'm pushing anything else.
I'm gonna push
product to put out.
Yeah, dog. Obviously, dog. We must all reap the benefits, but at the end, we must all reap the benefits. Mac,
man, we're just happy that we found someone who's headed in the right direction. You feel me?
Yeah.
Who's in line with what the show represents, what the show is about. For me, promoting people who are actually putting in work. You see.
True.
So, hey, man, I'm just happy that we succeeded. Hey, man, I hope you prosper, my nigga.
It's actually nice that you guys are looking out, you know.
no, definitely.
Always
If you keep popping up on radio, we're about to know. We're about to know. So it's been for the culture, Chronic Grand. Ain't got card much. Maybe after the show, when things are popping, then your phone is popping. Oh, I miss you. What happened, babe?
What happened, babe?
Why are you still coming?
I was in the school.
For the culture of it's Qube Radio, you know what it is. Catch us on Facebook, on Insta, on Twitter, you know what it is. Mac Chronic.
Yeah, we're signing out.
We're out.
Till next time.
Pop.
For the culture.
Hey yo, welcome to the Qube Radio Online. And right now, you are tuned into this is for the culture. Hip Hop Drive.
Do it for the culture. They gon' fight like culture.
You.
Yeah. Don't expand. From my watch.
Richie on the beat.
Yeah. Aye. Yeah. Push. Yeah. Hoje mgiza udinga ivisa Lumntana udlaliswa ngevisa 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 Mina I never dying broke Getting money with the new kids Hlezi ekhaya with some groupies Know a party I ain't get So let's pin the wiser What to push I know Ngeke ngiphinde ngayitho So you thinking I'ma let it go Oh yeah, I'm nice with the dab. She got me screaming, going ham. Oh yeah, you're nice with her hands. She got me spending couple rands. Oh yeah, I like what she twangs. She got me thinking about the pam. Yeah, hope the niggas understand. It's all about the visa, yeah. Hoje mgiza udinga visa. Lumntana udlaliswa ngevisa. 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 Mina I never dying broke. Yeah. Mina I never dying broke. Mina I never dying broke. Mina I never dying broke. Yeah. Spend it all on the night. Uzu sisi if she right. As a friends if I right. Bati bafuna my eye. Party dash in the Sprite. Dash on pagat. Tati class you faggy ass. Aye. Call all my niggas, you know they gon' spend. Bakala go bote, ukala nge bless. Bakala nge Gucci, bakala nge Qube. Let's do some Musa, I promise gon' spend. Mese boni bless like shinju step. Mese boni bless like shinju step. Damn, she in love with a visa. Lumtando tanda umadiba. She married to the ATM. Igama lakhe sekuvisa. Isibongo sakhe sekuvisa. Yasuka yahlala homies. Osha mgizu dingi visa. Lumtando udlaliswa ngevisa. 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 Mina I never dying broke. Yeah. Mina I never dying broke. Mina I never dying broke. Mina I never dying broke. Never dying broke. Yeah. Push it. When? Yeah. Push it. Yes. I'm born. Push it. When? Push it. Yeah. These are my blessings. Yena ufuna my blessing. Utanda yena mozo spend. She in love with the visa. She in love with the visa. She in love with the visa. Yeah. These are my blessings. Ufuna go spend. Yena ufuna my blessing. Ufuna go spend. Utanda yena mozo spend. She in love with the visa. She in love with the visa. She in love with the visa. She in love with the divas. Akuthanda yena monga mkhipha. Ukuthanda yena mozo mkhipha. Umthengele imuthi ngevisa. She in love with the blessing. Ekutshena fana uzogesa. Ay. Oh no. Oh no.